Every year, the world loses 10 million hectares of forest, equivalent to 27 football fields every single minute. The largest contributor, many of the corporations we rely on heavily today. I have spent hours and days researching the impact of corporate actions on climate change, studying reports from credible sources, as well as experiencing firsthand the climate change happening right before our eyes. Whether as consumers, employees, or investors, we are all connected to corporations. Their choices affect the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the planet we live on. This is why we should push big companies to take action against climate change. In this speech, I am going to first examine the problem, the role corporations have on the environment. Next, look at the benefits of corporate action, not just for the planet, but for their bottom line. And finally, discuss practical and actionable steps that companies can and must take. First, I would like to talk about the corporate contributions to climate change. Corporations play a significant role in driving climate change due to their large-scale operations and resource consumption. For example, energy production, agricultural, and manufacturing companies all rely heavily on fossil fuels. This releases an enormous amount of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. According to an article written by The Guardian, 100 companies have been the source of more than 70% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions since 1988. ExxonMobil, Shell, BP, and Chevron are all identified as among the highest emitting investor-owned companies since 1988. Beyond just greenhouse gas emissions, corporations also contribute to deforestation by clearing land for agriculture and development. These practices not only harm the environment, but also human health. The World Health Organization found that air pollution causes around 7 million premature deaths annually. By prioritizing profits over sustainability and health, many companies worsen the climate crisis. Next, I'd like to discuss the opportunities for change that corporations possess. Although many companies say that going green is way too expensive, sustainability is actually a win-win. Environmental efforts can make money for the company, such as in the case of Tesla or Patagonia. In addition, energy efficiency could even save billions. For instance, Walmart's commitment to renewable energy has saved the company over $1 billion in annual energy costs. Being more environmentally friendly builds the brand's reputation as well. A Nielsen study found that 73% of global customers would change their buying habits to reduce environmental impact. This means companies can switch to sustainability to catch a growing market. By investing in renewable energy and sustainable supply chains, companies also protect themselves from future risks, like resource shortages and stricter government regulations. With the benefits clear, I'd like to talk about the actual steps these companies can take to make a difference. Although certain actions might make the biggest difference environmentally, you also have to take into account how this will affect the corporation. Companies should aim for long-term sustainability goals. For example, this could be aiming for net zero carbon emissions by 2025 or 2030, as seen with Microsoft and Amazon. In addition, they should invest in renewable energy. Switching from fossil fuels to solar, wind, and geothermal energy can drastically reduce emissions. Google now operates on 100% renewable energy, setting a great example for others to follow. Corporations also have a great political influence. They should advocate for stronger environmental regulations and climate agreements. I thoroughly believe that my speech has conveyed why big corporations should take action against climate change. All in all, by taking steps to reduce climate change, corporations not only help the environment, but also themselves. Throughout this speech, I have discussed how companies contribute to the climate crisis, why becoming more sustainable can actually benefit the companies, and practical steps they can take in order to achieve this. As consumers, we have power. Let's support and demand more from the companies we work for, invest in, and buy from. If corporations can influence economies and societies on a global scale, imagine the profound difference they can make in securing a livable planet for future generations. Thank you.